Just make the video. You can make the video. Yeah, I'll make the video. Why not? It's a Saturday morning. My family's in the Santa Barbara area, so I guess I should make this video. I went to Arizona, and I wasn't ready after a few days to go on another vacation, so I'm just here. I'm going to do some research today. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I'm not in the market for a car. But I like to do a lot of research. I like to watch YouTube videos about cars. I love car YouTubers. And by the way, I'm wearing a Seiko SLA023 on a orange Divecore. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So of all the research that I look at on YouTube, my favorite car research is between the Toyota Camry and the Honda Accord. One of the greatest rivalries of all time. Maybe the greatest for me. And there's something relaxing about just watching the YouTuber talk about the drivetrain, the infotainment system, the turning radius, the interior luxury parts of a Camry versus an Accord. I'm not in the market for a car. My Honda Accord 2018 has 23,000 miles on it. I've been putting some miles on it, actually. I drove to Prescott, Arizona, and my wife took the kids to Santa Barbara, Arroyo Grande, and they're going to go to San Francisco. They'll be back in a couple days. I didn't go on that one because I'm going to Hawaii in a few weeks. I can't do 3 vacations in a short period of time. It's not happening. I'd rather be home doing research. So yeah, my Accord only has about 23,000 miles on it, so I'm not in the market for a car, but I love doing the research. The research is so relaxing. I think it has something to do with the focusing on this automobile research, and we'll talk about how this applies to watches in a second. But it relaxes me, and my wife will sometimes see me watching these Camry Accord competition rivalry videos. And she'll say, dude, you're not even buying a car. You've been looking at these videos for like 2 hours. But it's relaxing, honey. It's comforting to me. It mollifies my anxieties. And she'll say, well, why don't you just take some Prozac and get it over with? And she makes a good point. She does make a good point. And so I continue to look at the Camry Accord videos. Could be the greatest rivalry of all time if you think about it. You have a $15 billion market, and they're fighting for that sedan share. The sedan is dying, and I know the Camry's beating the Accord in sales, but the rivalry is still strong. And try to think of a rivalry that's been going on for over 40 years. Remember the rivalry between the iPod and the Zune MP3 player? That rivalry lasted about 2 weeks. And what kills me is the Zune died in 2013, and there are still guys on Reddit talking about the Zune today, like almost 15 years later. Oh, it was a fallen soldier, gone to Valhalla. The quality was so amazing. Let's talk about the Zune. How could you be talking about a Zune in 2025? Dude, wake up. Go give your wife a hug. Maybe she'll make you a sandwich. But forgive me, I digress. I said that the Camry Accord rivalry could be the greatest consumer rivalry of all time. That's really not true. Pepsi versus Coke is fighting for a bigger market share. So while Camry Accord is fighting for 15 billion, Coke versus Pepsi is fighting for $45 billion. So it's bigger. Here's a bigger one. This could be the greatest rivalry in the world. Let me know if I'm missing something. The Chevy truck versus the Ford truck, $50 billion market. That could be the biggest one. Now for me, because I'm not in the market for soda pop or a truck, for me, the Camry Accord rivalry is the most fierce. It's the most relevant to me. And so what I'll do is I'll do research, and I'll watch a YouTube video about the Camry versus the Accord. And while it's going on, I'll scroll down, I'll look at the comments. I love reading the comments because people are such ferocious tribalists, such ferocious fanboys. They approach this rivalry with the seriousness of a theologian debating substantiary atonement or post-mortem salvation. And they'll cherry pick facts to prove themselves right. Some will have a family genealogy of biblical proportions. We've been driving 8 generations of the Camry. It's like a family member. A common comment that I see is that the Accord has superior interior and ride luxury feel, quiet, but it's bland, so bland it makes you feel like an NPC. Another comment I hear, read, is that the Camry has such superior sales over the Accord that 5 years from now, the Accord will not even exist. I find that hard to believe. I believe the Camry and the Accord must exist together, that they complement each other in this sort of yin and yang rivalry. I will be very upset. I'll be like those dudes complaining about the end of Zune 20 years later if the Accord ever dies. So, anyways, I lied. I lied to you guys. I said in the beginning of this video that I'm not in the market for a car. I'm always in the market for a car. I love cars. I love the smell of new cars. I love sitting in new cars. And besides, my wife has a 2014 Honda Accord Sport Silver with 67,000 miles on it. It's an 11-year-old car. My car, 2018, is 7 years old. So my daughters are 15. They're almost of driving age. Maybe I'll get a third car. What will the car be? Why am I looking at all these YouTube videos about the Accord and the Camry? Because I really know which one I'm going to get. I know I will get the Accord. And I'll tell you why. Last summer, we were in San Francisco, and we used Uber. And one of the Uber drivers picked us up in a Camry. Very nice car, but it was too small in the interior. It made me feel claustrophobic. Now I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm currently 229 pounds, and I need to be able to man spread and feel roomy when I'm in a car. And the Accord has more interior space, and I could really feel the tightness of the Camry. So the Accord will be my next purchase. Could be a what is it? A Canyon Mystic Blue in the touring model. That's the highest model. That'll be my final car. So I love doing the research. I don't know when I'm buying my next car, but I love the research. It's so relaxing. I have a personality, whether I'm looking at watch research or car research. And I could just look at this. I could just stop the video right now and just stare at this watch on my wrist because I like to focus really intensely. I'm hardwired that way. I find I need to have hyper focus to feel relaxed. And whether I'm looking at watches, whether I'm looking at watch research, whether I'm looking at car research. And here's what I've discovered, because I've done watch research for about 22 years or so. What I find is that the research is highly enjoyable. Sometimes there's like an adrenaline flow. Sometimes my FOMO neurons get kicking. I'm hopeful that some new watch that some YouTuber's talking about will give me a sense of completeness and wholeness. And then the watch comes in the mail, FedEx. And what I've learned over the years is that getting the watch after doing all that research is a letdown, man. It's not only a letdown, it's worse than a letdown. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. The watch is too good. I mean, this watch that I'm wearing, it's really too good. I mean, it's an MM300. It has 300 meters of water resistance. The last time I was in a swimming pool and went swimming was 2004. And then, you know, the beaches where I live in Southern California, we're always getting contamination warnings from, I won't even say I have a streaming device. If I say the name, it will start talking and interrupt this video. But I'm always getting a warning from the streaming. You cannot go swimming where you live. There's contamination. Your flesh will disintegrate. You'll get a bacterial infection. You'll be dead in 48 hours. So I can't even go swimming. But look at this. I have watch overkill. It's so embarrassing. I do all this research on a watch. Oh, I must get the MM300. It looks so good on my wrist. Oh, I got a Popeye forearm. I'm a hero. And then I'm eating at Denny's with my daughters wearing a $3,000 watch. Or I'm wearing a Tudor Black Bay at Target while I'm buying shaving cream. It's ridiculous. And this all came about because I was grooming myself for a purchase I didn't need by doing research. Let me give you an analogy. When you do research, you're grooming yourself for behavior you don't want to do. The analogy is this. You're back in high school. You go to the high school dance, but your girlfriend is on a camping trip, so she's not at the dance. And your ex-girlfriend shows up at the dance, and you're bored, and your ex-girlfriend wants, hey, you know what, for memory's sake, let's dance. I mean, it's Shaka Khan, Sweet Thing. And you, I don't know, man, my girlfriend wouldn't want me dancing with my ex, but she goes, oh, come on, it's for time keepsake, and it will be completely innocent. Nothing will happen. Yeah. So you dance with your ex and something really bad happens. And yeah, it's a nightmare. And that's high school for you. So to me, doing watch research or even car research is like dancing with your ex at the high school dance. You're grooming yourself for a consumer purchase you don't need. And in fact, you kind of rationalize. Look at all this research I did. I'm so well informed. Of course I'm going to make this purchase. And then what happens is the research was so fulfilling. It was so enriching and so relaxing. And then the watch comes and it's kind of a letdown. I mean, if I was to get a new Honda Accord, that would be a letdown. I'm sure would it? Should I buy it? You only live once. See? I'm already grooming myself. I don't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, just remember, next time you're doing watch research, you're kind of back in high school and you're dancing with your ex. And you might do something you regret. So anyways, that's my presentation. Let me know if you feel the same way I do about research. And, go hug your wife. Maybe she'll make you a sandwich. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out.